In this video, I'm going to show you how to change colors in a row of double crochet stitches. So here I've made the first double crochet stitch in this row. I need to make one more to complete it. And I know because of the pattern that I want to actually switch to the new color in the next row. And that actually means I need to prepare and do the color change in the current row instead, so in the last stitch of the current row. So I'm gonna do most of the double crochet stitch like normal, and then I'm gonna pause before I get to the last step. So yarn over, put your hook under the next V, yarn over again, pull it through just the V, the hole. So you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull it through the first 2 loops on your hook, so you're left with 2 loops on your hook. Now, instead of completing the double crochet stitch in this old color, we're going to pick up the new color and drape it over the hook so that you have at least a 4-inch yarn tail on the front of your hook. And you'll want to hold on to the piece of yarn with your fingers to make it easy for your hook to grab the yarn and pull it through the remaining loops on the hook. And if at this point you feel like any of the yarn in this jumble here got loose, just pull on your available working yarns and yarn tails until it gets as tight as you want it to be. Okay, now we're gonna hold on to the new yarn with our yarn hand. And then to start a new row of double crochet stitches, we need to do a chain 2. So in the new color, do a chain 2. Now we're going to turn the piece, so flip it like the page of a book, and take a look at the edge so you can see the V's that represent the stitches you just made. The other thing we're going to do is also move the yarn tail of the new color and the working yarn of the old color behind the piece. We're going to hold it as close as possible to all these V's of these top loops of the stitches you just made, because what we're going to do next is crochet over them. That way they'll be secure and you don't have to worry about your piece unraveling. So we're going to do a double crochet again, this time in the new color. So yarn over and then put your hook under the 3rd stitch from the hook. In this case, it is the first stitch in the old color because you did the chain 2 in the new color, which means the 3rd stitch has got to be the one in the old color. So stick your hook under that V and make sure your hook is also under the yarn tail of the new color and the working yarn of the old color. Yarn over and then bring that yarn back through the V. So you look like you got 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over again, bring that through the first 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again, and bring it through the last 2 loops on your hook. And that is how you change colors in rows with the double crochet. You'll want to keep on crocheting over the new yarn tail and the working yarn of the old color for, I would say, at least, if possible, 6 to 8 stitches. In this situation, there isn't enough stitches to do that, so I'm just gonna crochet one more time over it since I have a row that is only 2 stitches wide. And that's totally fine. Once I am done, I like to cut all the yarn tails off at the same time later. But I'm gonna need this old color again, so I need to cut that right now. And I can cut it as close as possible to the piece to save me some time later, since I want that yarn tail hidden in the piece anyway, like that.